anything in this first half.
Indeed. It's going to be a bit of a pinch out towards A. Multiple players coming forward, and Hobbit just clicking heads as they come through the smoke. Python, the only one to get anything done thus far, and it won't be much. A fourth kill for Hobbit, the ace available, but just can't get there. Nice work from Python, but that is a 1v3 requirement now.
Bit of good old preparation stand with the dualies. Python's looking to do whatever he can,
or at least towards mid.
And as they slowly creep through, there's going to be all this info of Zero not missing a single kill towards mid and able to have plenty of space to back on up. NaVi able to rotate and support as he gets that reload in to continue landing the sprays against these hard eco. Team throw such a open smoke. NaVi knows there's gaps in this cavern that they can have the way to push through. The fact that he started just alone on the B bomb site, Buster's been able to rotate through. Being able to cheat so many players, focusing on regressing towards mid earlier in the round, lets them get that map control, the information, trade to a 4-on-4, and have a decent shot in confirming this. The biggest issue for them now is the fact that Buster will be stuck in this corner with the silenced A1, so his gun's going to be sticking out no matter where he's looking. But a nice shot with the sound cue on the first, left low HP, beautiful headshot on the second, following up on body, but doesn't have the mag to finish up the last remaining player. But that's exactly where Shiro will come in, patiently taking his time, making sure no mistakes made.
Team Falcons, with that, though, gonna go for another purchase here, though it's a little bit mismatched. I guess if you get onto the site, it's gonna be fine. Masuda with a double kill to get that position, grabbing a upgrade and finding another. That is incredible stuff. 3 kills for Masuda on the B entry.
And this is the exact way to answer and just say, hey, but the lurks across the map, where Shiro has enough information now that you should be able to preserve that AWP.
Their investment was a little uneven, but they used the utility that they were able to gather in order to support the player going into the site. Unfortunately, Hobbit going to be felled through the smoke early on. We see the boost come through again. Unfortunately, it's going to just tag up one of these players rather than actually confirming a kill.
And treat all the opponents the same, and now it's Axile's time to shine if he wants to be able to recover this round. But it's enough of a delay. Shiro's been able to rotate in, but Shiro and Axile only the 1 kill in between them. Just unable to connect those necessary deagle shots to give them a chance.
Hey guys, if you want to upgrade your inventory, make sure to check out hotpizza.gg. If you haven't played on Hot Pizza yet, make sure to use my promo code VLADOPART to get 50 cents for free, which means you can already open your first case. Also, Hot Pizza added daily free case, which you can open every 24 hours and get another skin there. If you don't like your skins, you can always try to upgrade them for something you want. Hot Pizza has many cool cases, so if you want to open them, there are different and convenient ways to make a deposit, like credit cards, skins, cryptocurrencies, and many other. Here, as an example, I opened Snowball case for $40 and managed to unbox $228 Huntsman knife. Withdrawing the skin was also super easy. Just go to your inventory, select the skin you want to withdraw, and you will get the trade offer in less than a minute. A link to the website will be in the description below.
A rare dodge able to jump out of that. Feels like a little bit of a different smoke for us to see, but it allows Shiro to get the initial pick, have the information that Hobbit's able to spray through Donut, isolate the duels, and Buster going through. He's looking for the player towards red, but he's already been eliminated. No one else going towards that direction.
And so we might see a duel here soon enough. Aggression down mid. Multiple players. In fact, it's Axile to go down early, and Buster doing some fantastic work on the aggression towards B, though. Makes it not just even, but a one-man advantage that's temporary with the Fani gone.
If they all three dedicate through long, they can rely on Shiro to be able to find that first and no way to easily follow up the opening. See, trying to bait the shots, but it's a beautiful double from Shiro. A rare miss on the third. Will give enough time for Masuda to plant. You can see Cloud9 will happily let him get that bomb down and focus on holding past it. Amazing flick from Masuda to give him the smallest chance in this 1v1, and he ends up finding the headshot. That is a beautiful 3K clutch from Masuda. Should have been doomed to be shut down, but C9 failing to convert.
And that's the level of play that's required right now for Masuda specifically. You talked about them as the person who's been stepping up consistently alongside Body in this team, and Exile
lying on this donut position. The jump up from MBK ends up exposing himself. No way to be able to fire and retort. And now with that lurk gone, they have to hit towards this B site, and it's up to Buster with that A4, only able to find the first. But again, so much damage found through that this FAMAS can comfortably spray through if he wanted. We'll wait until afterwards, and Shiro's already on the flank to give away his position, and it's a beautiful double from NaVi on this lane to keep control. One of them holding behind that corner box towards ramp, and having to look away, waiting for an additional flashbang, but instead Buster gives his life in the process. Be up to NaVi. Hard anchor the site. Beautiful first. Unable to transfer the second. It's Masuda as always, but Shiro will comfortably punish and take him down, leaving Body. It will be his time to shine in a 1v3 if he wants to be able to convert. Beautiful spray onto Shiro, but needs a lot more where he found that damage.
Yeah, this
has 30 seconds with bomb. He could rotate if he wanted.
Well, the difficulty is that he's going to run into a boatload of players here in a moment.
Well, this is the exact situation. In this close quarter range, this AUG, we're talking about an AK essentially at point blank that can get those one-shot headshot kills, that can really embrace directly dueling against the pistols.
And now moved away in the last round of the half to go towards mid. Timing on the molly is going to be perfect. Unfortunately, it was the attempt to dodge out the flash, and Hobbit not looking the right direction, though it's a trade.
Instead, will be denied. These last two players trying to take this B site from the caverns. 15 seconds left. They have to walk into this. Easy first from NaVi, able to catch the back of Python and swinging on out. Cloud9 willing to go for that quick little A site plant. Have Exile protect the plant on NaVi. Even though both those players are tagged, it's about keeping this flank under control, which Shiro holds perfectly, getting that double, and now the retake's going to be far more difficult, especially with the new meta of dualies being purchased up. There's going to be no smoke, no defuse kit. They have to take the fights to be able to get this bomb.
This first fight, MBK collecting the one. It's a second as well. Maybe a little bit more winnable at this point. The time it's been ticking already, and MBK trying to get away will be denied. Shiro, a fourth kill, and that's going to continue.
Now this position known. That's actually enough that's going to scare MBK off, even if it is just a Glock. They're trying to find him, but he's staying towards that T spawn, so he doesn't get left exposed. A good opening for Python. Needs to find a lot more of that. It's a beautiful triple, leaving Shiro going for an ace clutch.
But these players, they're isolated. This is very winnable. Kinias needs to hit this shot.
Be an easy enough shot, but a beautiful read from Shiro. Able to take him down, looking the wrong way. Left a little bit exposed. Shiro just able to jump out of the way. But a fair shot to him in this clutch. Missing the important spray. MBK will recover.
But still, Team Falcons working with the advantage. Shiro trying to deal with this K position, and it's not going to be good enough. Masuda will take him out, and now just 3 remain.
Just the 3 remaining. It's going to be a lot put on the shoulders of NaVi as he swings directly against Masuda. Amazing swing, but it's a beautiful trade from Body. Buster will be able to respond. Now, 2v3. They can start retaking this mid control. Very aggressive from MBK. Feeling the pressure of the low HP. trying to catch a time against the opposition. Python already tagged down 15 clean shots, but MBK has the flank to end this all. Rough spray on the first, but beautiful transfer onto the second.
Team Falcons, though, ready for it. They've got players on the site. Potential crossfire setup, but Nafani will find everything necessary, and it's so swift for Cloud9. They take the fights and they win them all. It was incredible stuff. I mean, let's talk about, what, 3 seconds and they're all dead. Can stop this bleeding. Body forced out into the open to a certain extent. Masuda going to continue this push. Flashbang as well, and Body providing the support. This is brilliant for Team Falcons. They get them all. Python at A finds 2 of his own, left at 1 HP, but that's no problem.
A few HP, but instead he gets shut down. Shiro to find the first. Ends a beautiful lurk from Python. They're not fully clearing this donut position just yet. And that will be the bomb dropped. A good trade from navi and Axile. Though he's able to obtain CT control through the temple. He'll still be left in a 2v2. Both these last remaining players rotating through donut. A test of navi to clutch it, and it's a good off angle to set up on.
It certainly is. First kill goes his way, but he turns. It's Buster. No way. Gonna go for this flank. Smoke onto the side. I think that's on bomb. It'll be tapped at least. Masuda not sticking it. Position now clear. As that tap will now become a stick, and the taps for Buster good for the clutch. It's
to crack through this B site, but instead we got a 3-man push through mid. This is a beautiful T defense setup. And even though Buster's lost control towards the lane, Shiro will be able to cut off these rotations. They head towards that way. And the last remaining player of MBK left alone towards this A site. So many opportunities to catch rotations. That's exactly what navi will do. Catching the back of Kenny S. Unable to do anything with the op in this round. MBK at least able to remove Hobbit towards Temple, but still with the CT control being held. And the movement, the bait and switch. Surprise, Shiro was here all along, waiting to set up. Using the sound cube, navi running towards A to bait the push through the smoke. He's unable to connect the second shot. But the game plan is immaculate, and baiting and switching all the focus on this A site. MBK suddenly left on the wrong side of the map as the bomb goes down on B.
With 46 HP, despite the kit, this is going to be a nigh unwinnable spot. So many angles that NBK has to clear. Will try and clear it, but it's just gonna be the victory.
The initial contact as he sees this execute, be able to call for the rotation to start going in. Potentially start playing it retake, as Kenny S will be the first one to find direct contact. A beautiful headshot onto Hobbit. Of course, bomb site lost. But a man advantage to help allow them to go for this retake, and they did wisely enough at least get the defuse kit on MBK.
Yeah, that's going to help. Body, though, going down nearly immediately, but Kenny and NBK both finding a connection. NBK one more. There's the tap on the bomb, the kit in hand still, and this will be a victory here in a moment.
They're willing to just take the direct duels with these M4s, understanding there's a bit of an advantage there. Quickly resetting and focusing on this mid lurk. The timing's a key. Masuda ready to peek through and gets deked on the engagement with Hobbit, but will still be taken down. And Buster able to do the 180. Should have been a crossfire, a punishment for Kenny S to easily find, but instead it's left in a 2v3, and it'll be up to navi taking this bomb through this B site to win the duel against Python. And with that being lost, that's the bomb. And
notice that it's fully down. Either way. Oh, that's a nice shot. Python gone. 25 seconds. And obviously Buster going to have quite a lot of positions to clear. Caught jumping, though, and that'll be the ticket for Body.
A little bit willing to go past the flames, at least find the opening. Be difficult to find too, and Shiro will take him down. But able to get enough information to work with. Now Body can push through the side hall. Go for a bit more. In fact, both these players reaggressing is a bit risky. Hobbit will easily get the punish on Masuda. And as much as Python does have a lovely flank, the MP9, not the ideal weapon to try to spray down an entire enemy team in the back.
Oh, but Kenny still alive and well. Big damage done on these players. The plant is going to go down. There's no utility available to deny it, but that tag onto Buster does mean that an additional player is a little bit lower. But Shiro going to take the fight. The 8K should be winning that, but MP9 comes away victorious. And now, incredibly doable upgrade for Python, but HP advantage is just too much. Cloud9 have their first.
Well, it's nice damage to bring Body down to 4. It's going to take a while for that to be confirmed or be worth its value. Nafany patiently waiting. MPK sprayed towards the sandbags positions a couple of times, but a perfect gap found. Unable to connect the shot. MBK will take him down. But again, that's even more HP lost. A rare op shot missed from Kenny, but we'll follow up on the second.
Flashbang trying to allow them to get anywhere close to this site, and they're just going to end up waiting for this flank. Axile, here's a rotation. Now knows that everybody should be in this area. Critical now for Axile to be activated. So one frag should be guaranteed in the low HP to follow that on this Opper. Shiro has to take this fight and will win it. Masuda down, its Body all alone and on just 4 health. It's certainly going to be over. The first shot hits, the second not available. It's to give an off angle towards the ramp. One Body going to catch the free one. Actually, it was MBK that got that shot.
Okay, there's a bit of an issue though. Axile's fully opened up this B site and finding that double opening. They understand it's unlikely there's anyone else here, especially with that boost towards A, and that prompts all the rotations from Falcons trying to split to make sure this B site's defended, which leaves mid completely open for the lurk. Everything set up for Buster to burn this round. He makes a little bit of a sound cue on the jump, but that's okay. He still wins the duel against Body. And now, with Shiro lurking, taking out Masuda, Buster can finish out the rest. It's a perfect mid-round from C9. Able to use that small sliver of wood that wasn't replaced by the good old metal railing to help the CTs have the smallest bit of a defense towards that direction. The issue is they need to be able to defend with some rifle rounds, as nothing is connecting. Nafany with 3. Python will at least deny Buster towards mid, and Masuda, a beautiful double. They failed to trade effectively, and a round that was set up for C9 to win the molly at least, even have the smoke for a bit of coverage. Even switching to the rifle, hoping to bait and switch the first. Beautiful play on the first, aware of the transfer, unable to connect Masuda.
Isn't great. With that said, opening pick, Cloud9. Well, they might find another one here. And they will re-aggress from Masuda, at least to thin the herd. It will still be Cloud9's advantage.
Able to poke and prod, find the openings, and Masuda is throwing himself right into the open. Able to catch the advantage first, find even a double, pushing all the way through to catch the execute. But Hobbit just able to take him out in response is enough to leave it a 2v2. And Shiro is willing to be proactive with this bomb. Taking the reload, and even as much as they have to worry about the flank, at least initially, he should not have a chance on this round.
Yeah, but always given an opportunity. That's a free shot. Python now just a 1v1. Now Shiro dropped 30 in the last map, though. Currently doing well on this one. Is going to rotate on towards the ramp side, and it's going to be the boost up onto the bin boxes in order to try and find a bit of an off angle. Nope. Masuda, too prepared, has been on fire as of recently. Of course, the trade comes through nearly instantaneously, and Defani finding Python. It's now Kenny alone on the site, looking to defend. Has to look 2 directions. Has some help towards mid, but it's not going to come in fast enough. A bit of a slowdown being called as Kenny just barely misses out on that opportunity. Bonnie will go 1-for-1, and there's Kenny jumping in for a second. The 1v1 against Axile now set, but look at Kenny's HP.
And an interesting move, not fully dedicating to the A site, but instead creeping his way towards mid. Interestingly enough, Kenny S is directly focused towards this angle. They will be walking into each other momentarily. A beautiful read from Kenny, able to get a 3K, start coming alive and getting rounds to Falcons. All this given by the fact that Body was completely hiding inside the mid smoke to give the space to create and cover Kenny's flank. Does make it a bit concerning, as Hobbit has gotten the perfect flank. This should be the round.
How's
the
nobody...
information of 3 players towards B.
Nobody's watching mid there. Just entirely given up. And, I mean, yeah, it's a bit unlucky timing-wise, but still, it doesn't work out. And, well, the HP continues to be incredibly low, but when there's a 1v5, it really does not matter, I guess. Shiro will plant the bomb. And Python at least does win that duel. Wonder if Python would be more willing to go for it if he knew what the HP was. Probably not, but would be fun.
Supposedly, the max damage is 57, taking a look.
Okay, so yeah, close.
But I have to wonder if that's specifically from the explosion itself or including impact damage.
Could be impact damage too. That actually might be the case.
Active duty map pool switch by the time it's officially introduced later in the year.
Yeah, I heard some whisperings that Dust 2 is coming back, and I will be so sad if that is true. 1-for-1 trade. Hobbit gonna find that frag. Oh, and Hobbit doubles down. It is still even, but nice adjustment, and classic Masuda just continuing to find success. Masuda can't put a foot wrong here on the defensive side. It's been brilliant. Buster, full health, full utility, but 1v3, that's the requirement.
Be spicy to get a 3K of his own, but with an op staring towards.
Done. No kit. It is just a single flash available to the CTs in Cloud9. They are going to wait the smokes out. Popping out. There's the one for Hobbit. Gets his. Masuda doubling. It's going to be both the players on the side down. And now just MBK has been good. Picked up 2 the last pistol round, but it's nothing for him this time out.
A bit of a second round force. And they're setting up the 2-man hold. They're ready for this mid push. It's a beautiful read. All they need to do now is connect the sprays. Able to double on up, add up, and get a man advantage the whole way through as the deathmatch duels begin in mid. But Axile has the perfect off angle to safely secure this B bomb site. I'd be very surprised if they hard cleared this position. They did consider the possibility, but unable to land the spray, and that's the first high HP player down. So it's just Masuda left. Axile not spending his entire mag, being very cautious, waiting for his teammates to rotate in. Not willing to give it away so easily, and they even push through. It's a beautiful double from Buster, and he'll even push for more. Masuda trying to get a bit of a response, but so much map control's lost. They have nothing to work with as everything gets stolen away bit by bit.
Oh no, but Masuda continuing. A lot of noise being made there by the CTs, seemingly not worried about the positioning, but Masuda, I think, kind of getting the idea or feeling as if they have to deliver everything on their own. A mistake made, and a great shot from NBK. Hobbit is the last, but Hobbit, even with the MP9, will a plethora of those reasons put on display here. Here's the push. It's going to be Axon for 3 on 2. And 3rd guaranteed, and the flashes from Shiro and Python are there. Python.
An entire different plane of existence. Kind of unfair to compete in that way. Being able to have someone lurk through mid and get a double is such a beautiful play we can only expect from some teams like C9. You can see Shiro willing to go combat opping, taking the direct engagements.
But Kenny's position given away means that really it's just a 1v2 for Python. It's just a matter of how long can Kenny hold these players back. Not very long is the answer. 12 health, a dream, and the ace possibility for Shiro as well. The smoke will give Python some options at the very least. That is highly important. And he's going to get a free shot for it. The 1v2. The 1v2 for Python is there on 12 HP. Denial of Shiro's ace, and Cloud9 denied as well.
A miracle to keep them forward. Keep the chances alive. C9 doing everything in that round to keep the chances in their favor. But a beautifully positioned smoke towards the ramp. Able to lurk through. Python not missing his shot so he doesn't give away. Start rotating their defense there. Looking to get a couple of op kills. Shiro, this is a beautiful read. Expecting Kenny to push wide on this angle. But MBK trying to turn it into a trade. Will be able to do by taking down Axile. Crushing into this site. Shiro finding an opening in Nafni with that MP9 picked up from his teammate. Able to bring it to a 1v2, but Python able to abuse the lack of head armor perfectly to be able to go for a fast play with the MAC-10. Provide that information that there's players towards side. Taking out the person and even doubling up. Python and Masuda carrying Falcons across the line. Set up to get the double digits they're shooting for at least once again.
I don't know if he's going to get away with it. Sticking around. And there's Masuda on his 27th frag. Team Falcons, on the other hand, this would be a measuring stick. Are they able to take these rounds when they're up against the best of Cloud9's offerings? And it looks like Shiro v Kenny S goes Shiro's way. Flashbang. It'll be Masuda to fall next, and NBK quickly to follow. The Shiro Nafani show continues. A third, a fourth, in fact, for Shiro. The highlight reel. There's no commitment just yet. It's actually a rotation back towards the A site. Our Team Falcons have already had some success, but Shiro gonna limit said success. Shooting a body on accident. Definitely looked like an alive human, but no. And Kenny moving into position to find Shiro, getting greedy up over the top of the boxes. It's Nafani who's stuck inside hall, but stuck is a situation that goes both ways. Nafani stuck here, but he's also got Team Falcon stuck in a weird spot where they've got to deal with him. They can't let him just sit here for free, and he's got help. Nafani continuing to be a menace, and 15 seems inevitable with just Kenny on 13 health and 11 seconds.
I enjoy this aggressive half commitment, throwing the flashbang, peeking out with it, just enough to be able to spray down, get heavy damage in, willing to even re-peek for it, and just...
And Python's position in mid, it's fantastic. Python finding even more success and picking up a 20th frag. It'll have to be some very strong work being done by Cloud9 to bring this back. 3-on-4 with Nafani's frag to side hall.
Fantastic job. Beautiful spray from Python to deny the rotation from Hobbit. Be up to Shiro. This AWP. Actually could take Python down. The HE does start walking towards it, but the spray is too clean. Daphne left 1v3. Able to pick up that AWP from his fallen teammate. Will now have to fight to try to save with it. Sound cues given away. The jump is not enough to allow him to dodge. With the goal of going for a mid-split, this will perfectly play into Buster's hands. With that utility being thrown, it's an amazing read. I'm shocked Buster goes down there. But now up to MBK on the lurk. He does have the bomb. It would be very unfortunate if he goes down in this situation. Axile leaves his back completely open, boosting last second, so MBK gets an easy kill to take him down. But Nafni's quick on the rotation, finds an opening on Kenny S and makes it 2. trying to keep everything alive. Shiro trying to get this player strafing. Unfortunately, shooting the bag, so won't take him down. But that's okay, because navi's found 3 before he's removed, and Masuda is slowly getting surrounded. He has to worry about the ramp to his right, and won't be able to do so in time. Cloud9 in regulation, able to keep things together and close the second map in regulation. It's a fantastic play from